If you haven't heard the first part of this story, make sure to head over to Game Face Studios community channel. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment. I'm gonna be making videos for them maybe once or twice a week from now on. Make sure to go watch that first, because that'll give you all the background of what's going on now. Now, one thing. At this point, I don't have a place to go. I ended up losing my place. I didn't have a job. I didn't have any money. So I ended up having to stay at Hillary's place because she's one of the best friends I had at the time. After we had sex the first time, her personality got 4 times worse. And I began to realize how her boyfriend was so emotionally and psychologically beaten down by Hillary. Because this chick would purposely and very aggressively try to lower your self-esteem, which I didn't have any feelings for. So all of her guerrilla tactics to try to screw with my head didn't work, because all she was basically a vagina that played video games. Like, you know, her emotions, all of that stuff didn't factor in. When she was pulling all this stuff, man, I started hating this girl's fucking guts, but I couldn't leave because I didn't have any other place to go and no money. I ended up getting a job working construction. I didn't like the job, but it was cool just for the simple fact that it allowed me to stack up a little bit of money. After I started living there, I started noticing there was like 10 different dudes picking this chick up. She would just go above and beyond the stuff to try to like wreck my self-confidence. She kept trying to play games, but she couldn't because her personality was god awful and the sex wasn't even that good. That's like me being fat and ugly as all shit, walking up to a hot chick and being like, hey girl, I know you want this, but you know what? I'm gonna go talk to that girl over there. You can't have this. You turn around and walk away like, yeah, you want this, but you can't have this. Bitch gonna look at me like I got Down syndrome and shit. How the hell are you gonna try to pull a takeaway on some shit that's not desirable? All the games she would try to play, I would just look at her like, but you're not an awesome person. When I finally got my first check after 3 weeks of working at the construction job, which meant I was finally able to go get my own place, so I didn't need to be there anymore. But I wanted to get revenge on this asshole before I left. So what I did was, every day after work, and she knew I worked construction, I would come home, immediately take a shower, get dressed up in the best clothes that I had at the time, and then leave. First 3 days, she didn't really bat an eye. A week later, every day when I come home and I would do this, she'd be like, so where are you going? Oh, me? Oh, I'm just going to hang out with my friend. There's a quick tip for any dude who's ever trying to piss a chick off or make her jealous. One thing I figured out is you can't tell a girl that you've got other girls. If you do, you immediately look like you're fucking lying your ass off, because every dude who doesn't have girls says that they has girls. Everything was off in that sentence. A couple more days later, when she would ask me these same questions, she'd be like, so what friend? I'm like, oh, just my friend. And she's like, is it a girl or a guy? And I'm like, oh, it's just my friend, you know? Now, see, the reason why this worked is because if I tell her it is a guy friend, she's gonna believe me. And then she's gonna have no reason to get jealous. But if I tell her it's a chick friend, then she's gonna think I'm lying my ass off. The one thing that gets women in trouble is their curiosity and their overactive ass woman's intuition. I'm telling her I'm going to hang out with a friend, but I won't disclose the gender of said friend, and I'm getting dressed up and I'm taking a shower and I'm looking as nice as possible when I would leave out the house. Add insult to injury, I'm not having sex with her and I'm not kicking it with her. You know, I don't like her personality already. So she's figuring all of this stuff adds up together. Add insult to injury, I'm not giving her any attention. She's thinking there's another girl. But because there's no real evidence and she's probably boning like 4 or 5 other freaking dudes, she can't get pissed off, which is the beauty of this entire plan, which basically means all of this emotion has to culminate and boil over. She's got to sit on it until it blows, which is what ended up happening. One night after work, just like I had always been doing, I get home, I take a shower, and I get dressed in some really nice clothes, right? But before I'm leaving out today, I want me a bowl of fucking Lucky Charms. Magically delicious off up in this bitch. I pour myself a medium-sized bowl of cereal. She comes in the kitchen, she sees me pouring the cereal, she's like, you getting too much cereal. I don't go out and buy food for you to fucking eat all of that shit. I'm already knowing this argument has nothing to do with the fucking cereal. The argument is because she wants to argue with me and be mad at me because she thinks I'm boning someone else. Now, mind you, I wasn't even boning anyone else. I didn't have no other fucking girls. I mean, I wish I did, but I didn't. I was going to the fucking arcade every day, and I would stay there for like 8 hours, and then I would come back home just so she wouldn't know where I was. So I'm like, oh, my bad, Hillary. You know what? No, I didn't even put no milk in it yet. I go to pour the cereal back. She sees this and she instantly becomes super fucking pissed. Now, I knew the reason why she got so fucking mad. Now she's also figuring that the only reason why I'm not getting mad is because I don't give a fuck about her vagina, because I'm going to get some other vagina, which instantly pisses a woman the fuck off. You ever want to have a chick cut your ass, get into an argument with her, not get mad when she's mad, and then walk off and go get some other vagina? Watch what the fuck happens to your ass. Get OJ'd off up in this bitch. She instantly fucking blows up and starts going ham on my ass. I'm talking, yelling, screaming. I forgot the gist of what this bitch was saying. I'm not even tripping on the fact she was fucking 6 or 7 other dudes, because that's her prerogative. I had sex with her too. I can't talk no shit. Or the fact that she cheated on her boyfriend, because hell, it wasn't my girlfriend. I don't give a fuck. The thing that made me mad was the fact that she would have the nerve try to pull all of these psychological games on me and try to fuck with my self-confidence. Like, we supposed to be friends. You want me to be your bitch. Like, that's where you're trying to put me at. So I took offense at that, and that's the reason why I implemented the little plan I did on her punk ass. Anyway, she picks up a fucking glass vase and she chucks it at my fucking face. Homie, I dodged that shit like the fucking Matrix off up in that bitch. After that shit happened, I was like, you know what, man? Fuck this bullshit. Fuck you. You a bitch. I'm not Sean. I'm getting the fuck about this bitch, because I had enough money in my pocket from cashing my check as to where I can get my own hotel room, which is exactly what the fuck I went and did. So I left. The moral of this story is, there's nothing wrong with loving your girl, treating your girl with respect, taking her places. Hell, I got a girl right now, and I love the fuck out of her, because when I was younger, I used to think that you had to treat women like shit. As I got a little bit older, I realized that that's not really the case. What it is you can never communicate to anybody, not just women, to anybody, that you care more about them than you care about yourself. Like, that's all good for your kids, but when it comes to a woman, a friend, any other human being on this planet, the minute you communicate to them that you care more about their feelings and their well-being more than you care about your own, you usually end up taking advantage of your punk ass. And don't get much realer than that. So, again, if you already haven't, make sure to check out GameFace Studios community channel. I make videos over there every once in a while. That's where the first part of this video is at. If you enjoyed the second part of getting caught inside of another dude's female, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe to this channel. And as always, BHD, we up out of this bitch. Twisms.